I am Augustus Sentanius, and this is the first time I write at sea. It has been a full day since putting my plan in motion, and touch wood, it is going flawlessly. I suppose we have my brilliance to thank for that. If only my peers could have realized that too. Alas, what's done is done, and I am aboard the Rusty Maiden. My lodging is humble, to say the least. But it is all I could acquire in such short notice. And such short notice it was. I had barely an hour to scrape together my belongings and to, well, borrow additional ones from my previous employer. For this I am grateful, for his hospitality. It is regrettable to see High Rock, my birthplace, behind me, but I look to greener pastures in Cyrodil, where I can truly flourish and pursue the true arcane art of alchemy to the fullest of its extent. Mark my words, I will be the greatest alchemist that has ever lived. No more will I be held back under the supervision of the court wizard, my previous employer. And so, I head to the Imperial City to make my name, and to show everyone the true power of alchemy. Okay, this is Augustus Sentanius. As you heard from the little letter, we are on a boat seeking passage to Anvil, the cheapest destination for Augustus to reach Cyrodil. You heard a little bit about his background and whatnot, and you will learn more as we progress through this story. But Augustus truly just wants to seek, as many men, fame, money, and most importantly, he really does want to set down roots in Cyrodil, his ancestral homeland. As you can see, he's an Imperial, and he also has terrible hair. This is because he's a mage, or as he prefers to say it, he's an alchemist. He worked under a court wizard in Daggerfall, High Rock, and you know that life for him, as a plant was shaping out to be, was a very boring, bureaucratic life, which he didn't really like. You know, his family had small holding in Hammerfell. He would not shape up to be much, he feels, there. So yeah, that's enough backstory, I suppose. Yeah, so this is Augustus Sentanius. I hope I spelled his name right, but if I didn't, well, that's his name. He's an Imperial. I always like playing Imperials. I think that's a trait of mine. I like them. Nothing too flashy. I remember when I first played this game, I picked Argonians because they were cool dragon creatures, but I've since changed my tune. And yeah, the birth sign is the Atronach, and this is an interesting one because Sorcerer Dave, or back then Jingles, did do a playthrough, a roleplay playthrough of Oblivion, and I loved it. I did. I watched like half of it. I remember it got cut off short due to modding reasons and instabilities. So I remember him picking the Atronach, and I remember as a kid, like, I thought this was the worst birth sign ever. Like, it was incomprehensible to me how you could not regenerate magicka, and I was like, that's terrible. Later on, apparently, it's actually quite a good one, and, you know, there are many ways of dealing with magicka, but I loved his solution to it, and, you know, it was such a unique playstyle that I was like, this adds so much depth to it. And so this is quite an homage to his character. Obviously, this will be following Augustus, who has many different goals. But as I say, this will be a roleplay let's play. So we will take into consideration Augustus's character when we make decisions, and we'll see how that story plays out. But yes, he's an alchemist, and it ties in with the Atronach. As a kid, he's always been gravitated towards the arcane arts and magic. But going through life, he realized he would have spells of brilliance. Like, he'd go through times where he could master the most absurdly powerful spells in relation to his training, as a kid, and other days he'd be absolutely terrible, not even being able to cast a simple healing spell, for instance. And he didn't realize it was because of the Atronach, and it took many years for him to realize that, and for the mages to inform him of his gift, or as he kind of considers it, his curse. So that is what led him into his love of alchemy. To him, it's the only form of reliable arcane power or arts. The reliance on magicka doesn't sit well with him, and he can't understand that. And so, really, he has touched upon all the arcane arts, but as you can see, magicka is his, alchemy is suddenly his strength. Of course, he was trained in, he knows a little bit of blade work and the like. He knows how to put on at least light armor, but he does have an interest in marksmanship, mainly because it's a good way of applying his alchemical ingredients into targets. He's not the best shot, but he did quite early on realize he could imbue potions or poisons that are better known as, that could perhaps make a target slower or so forth, which makes it very easy for hunting. So yes, that's his perspective on the matter, and that is generally what Augustus is all about. He's a very analytical person, and that's how he approaches things. He approaches things in a very analytical way, or he believes so at least. And so he would fill this out as an academic, and to him, he is best suited for theoretical magic, and he is comfortably off. As you heard previously, he kind of had almost a midlife crisis, even though he is quite young, and realized he needs to get to Cyrodil and be there. That's where he would feel comfortable, or that's where he thinks he'll be comfortable. So he took all his worldly possessions and might have loosely stolen a few things from the mages, the court wizard, to help him on his journey. He'll never see them again, he thinks, and so that's his thought process. So he's comfortably off, and yeah, he anxiously awaits his passage into Anvil. So let's begin. And here we are, at the Anvil docks. This is a first for Augustus. It truly is.
What?
And I believe our luggage is here. Yeah. So, as you can see, really quite basic stuff. We do have quite a nice pile of gold, actually. We have some alchemical ingredients, which will be a great big help. And we have some potions. We have some mortar and pestle, and so forth. And we have a robe and a silver dagger. So very in keeping with us. But that's really all about it. And wow, this is the first time he's ever seen the land of Cyrodil, and this is really quite something. I imagine he's very overwhelmed, but before we begin, we will place that on our hip, and we will we won't change into robes, really. We're still traveling, and granted, these traveling robes have no protection, but I think they look relatively good. And I didn't mention the hair. Yeah, he has terrible hair, but as I said, he's a very analytical person, and he just doesn't have time to maintain his hair, so he likes to keep it short in military fashion, I suppose. But yeah, so this is all new, and okay, ignore that. Yes, we are rocking a few mods, actually, which will be in the description below. But yeah, I kept it quite minimal, just because I didn't want to... I wanted to keep the general themes of Oblivion, the core Oblivion, still there, because as much as I like making these videos, this is a guilty pleasure to me quite a bit, actually, because it's been years since I played Oblivion, and there's a few quest lines I'd like to do, and I thought, why not make this an actual story and bring you guys along with me. So that's why I'm doing it. Hopefully it will be interesting. I do have plot points that I do want to go on, but we will just see how it plays out. And yeah, like I said, it's going to be really quite a roleplay heavy, but we'll see.
This is a travesty, a complete and utter travesty. The crystal ball is just sitting there in the hold, but I'll be damned if I'm going back on board. And nobody will help me.
What on earth is she talking about?
Not with those spirits roaming the decks. I don't suppose you'll help me.
Did she say spirits?
No, of course you won't.
Well, okay, Augustus just came literally off the ship a second ago, and this lady who may own the ship is asking for help. I don't think he can help her right now, but I'd be lying if I said it didn't pique his interest at all. Maybe I could help you.
Of course you can. Nobody ever wants to help. That's the... Wait, did you actually say you'd help me?
Possibly.
Oh,
I could help.
Wonderful. I can't thank you enough. I've been going out of my mind ever since my crew was murdered.
That might be where you lost me.
This is my ship, you see. The Serpent's Wake. I hired the crew to sail to Somerset Isle to retrieve a family heirloom. My mother's crystal ball. They made the journey and arrived back all right. But then, someone murdered them. All of them. Now their spirits are haunting the ship.
Well,
the crystal ball is in a chest in the ship's hold, but I can't get to it. I made it as far as the captain's cabin, but the spirits nearly killed me. Get the crystal ball and return it to me here, and I'll make it worth your trouble.
To me.
Here.
The money sounds good.
You'll need this key.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Vilja? That's quite overwhelming, actually. Yeah, Augustus definitely will need money when it comes time to it, but maybe that isn't the most sensible way of acquiring money.
I'm Norbert Lels. I let my merchandise speak for itself. Look around. If you see something you like, we'll talk about a price.
Very good. So
have a look at my wares.
I suppose
I'm sure there's something to suit you.
It's just looking around, really. All the stuff we have currently is really useful to him. Really is. Does he have any ingredients that could be useful? Oh, maybe some nightshade.
You're a fine negotiator.
Yep,
a fine bargain for you.
We can create some poisons with that. Okay, there's actually really good ingredients that we will hopefully... Ooh, wormwood leaves. Very cool.
I let that go too cheaply.
I'm not sure we will be able to make invisibility potions just yet, but it would definitely be very useful for us. And is there anything else we kind of like the look of? No. That seems good. I think we did really quite well. Ooh, speak of the devil. That's a little too much for me, though. Yep, I appreciate your business, too.
Yes?
And, hey, do you have any rumors?
We're all talking about the Emperor's murder. We have no Emperor and no heir. That's never happened before. I suppose we should all be worried.
What are you on about? Did you just say Emperor's
Seeing you.
murder? Well, that terrible timing for Augustine then.
Interesting.
But who knows? Who knows? Maybe he's
Go on.
full of
May I help you?
excrement. Yeah. It's about noonish, I suppose. What's the time? Yeah. So we could definitely eat something around here.
Welcome
This
to the
seems
Flowing Bowl.
as good as any.
I'm Mainlawn. My twin's name is Canelawn. How to tell us apart? I'm in brown. He's in blue. Simple, really.
Okay, Okay. I think he could take that in, but really, I don't think he would particularly be bothered, really.
May
to,
I interest
pay
you
much.
in some of my fine wares?
Well, that sweet roll looks nice. And maybe a little bit of crab meat would be nice
Pleasure
as
doing
well.
business. Thank.
No
I've
any
heard
rumors?
Azan can sign you up for the Fighters Guild. That's someone I wouldn't mind working for.
Ah, yes, guilds.
Goodbye.
So he does have a few things he would like to accomplish right now, whilst he's in Anvil. He has heard that guilds are a good way to not have to pay for beds. Which alludes to some of his traits. He likes money, don't we all? But he really doesn't want to part with much gold. He does have a plan for the money,
So
and
what's
so
this about?
How goes it?
he may very well inquire about joining a
How
guild.
goes it?
Fighting
Why is it?
guild, fighters guild, maybe not ringing too true
Welcome to the
him.
Flowing Bowl.
But anyway,
I'm Canelawn, the one in blue. My twin, Mainlawn, is the brown one.
he gave me that speech
I
already.
understand Carahil knows more about illusion than any other mage in Anvil. Of course, she only shares that knowledge with the Mages Guild.
Aha! The Mages Guild, huh? Now
Ah.
that's more like it.
Well
Although I don't particularly
heard
want to
Azar.
risk my life
Heinrich
on
Oakenhall,
stupid quests.
captain and shipmaster. My ship is in for refitting, so I'm high and dry for a while.
Good. What about Anvil?
Anvil wouldn't be my choice for a refit. No proper yard, neither spars nor scantlings in good supply. But it's ill luck to complain.
I share a similar story, but don't know much
Take
about
care.
ship terminology. Again, mainly magic.
I don't know you. You don't know me. Everybody's happy.
And you sound horrible. So goodbye.
Goodbye. Greetings to you.
Okay, so we've had lunch. Let's inquire about maybe finding a place to sleep. Of course, we do have that bloated float, if that was the name. But
How
yeah,
are you?
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
I'm Arvina Thelis. They call me the Rat Lady on account of all my pet rats.
I see. You are crazy.
We're all talking about the Emperor's murder. We have
Not more about this emperor.
to be seeing
I
you.
know nothing. Okay. Now, if you'll just direct me to the Mages Guild.
Welcome to Anvil. That's why things are so peaceful here. Just look around. And there's a town guard. Prevents all sorts of misunderstandings.
Suppose you could say that.
What are you looking?
Where are the
The
guilds?
guilds are near the north wall. Fighters Guild west of the north gate and Mages Guild to the east.
Okay, sounds simple
Right.
enough. Okay, that looks like a blacksmith. These look like guilds to me, though. Aha, Mages Guild. Very nice, very nice. And we could get some ingredients as well.
Hello there. Is there something with which I can assist you? Perhaps you're curious
Aha.
about joining the Mages Guild.
Well, potentially.
As long as you're not a wanted criminal, there's a place for you in the guild. Are you interested?
Your requirements are high. I could join the guild. As long as it gives me a bed to sleep.
All right, then. You're now an associate of the Mages Guild.
This was the
Congratulations.
easiest thing ever. You don't
You'll
want me to
need to
sign
receive
anything?
a recommendation from each local guild hall in Cyrodil to advance in the guild and be given any sort of responsibility.
Ah, okay.
They can be done in any
That makes
order,
more
but they
sense,
must
but-
all be sent in to the council before you can enter the Arcane University.
Aha! I heard about this. It's actually one of the reasons I'm even here, and not at the Fighters Guild. So tell me.
Archmage Traven was right to ban necromancy and place restrictions on the addition of new members to the guild. He's served us well.
See, this is an issue he has with guilds and mages guilds. It seems as if they try and hamper study of the arcane arts for no apparent good reason. So, what do you know about
Archmage
the
Traven
arcane?
has closed the doors of the university to all who are not qualified to enter. A wise decision, in my opinion. It's in the Imperial City. Perhaps someday you may be able to visit him there. He's done wonderful things for this guild.
Well, Augustus simply doesn't like the whole idea that there's a certain amount of information not available to him. So if he must do this, then so be it. But how does he gain a recommendation from here? That's
Unlike
what he'd
some
like to
frivolous tasks you may be given at other guild halls, this is a serious matter and has consequences.
know. I'm sure I'm up
Are
to the
you
task.
prepared?
Sure.
Then allow me to explain the task. The Council of Mages has entrusted me with resolving a situation along the Gold Road. Several
Sounds simple
traveling
enough.
merchants have been found dead along the Gold Road recently, with even more missing. The Council has asked that I put a stop to it. You are going to help me do so.
This seems dangerous. Yes, isn't that dangerous?
Indeed, it may well be. I see no reason to shelter you from situations the Guild deals with on a daily basis. This is the important work, the work that matters.
Okay, sure.
I have no time for Guild recruits that are useless in the field.
Well, no.
This will be an
I am
excellent
not
way for
useless
you to prove
in the
yourself.
field. I am a great alchemist. But, yeah, why me?
As you are new to the Guild, you are less likely to be recognized as a member. This may give you an advantage in getting to the root of the problem.
Well, go on then.
We believe the killings are the actions of a rogue mage. Battle mages have been sent to the Brina Cross Inn, the only common link between the victims. You are to travel north to the Brina Cross Inn and speak with Ariel Gerard. She will give you further instructions.
Gosh, this is all a bit much, isn't it? This is my first day in Anvil, and I already have a mission that will almost get me killed. So what about this rogue
Some mages
mage?
do not abide by the principles of the Guild and operate outside its boundaries. Many hold little value for the lives of others. The frost burns found on the victims in this case indicate a mage was responsible for their deaths. Likely nothing more than simple robbery.
Okay.
This should provide sufficient resistance to frost magic when and if you do encounter this rogue mage.
Okay, thank you. I will
Use
take that.
wisely.
See, he definitely does enjoy the fact that he does get some benefits and perks from this, but
As you
he
are
does
new to the guild
have many qualms
and to
about
the
the
area,
guild.
you are less likely to be recognized on your trip from Anvil to Kavatch. You will pose as a traveling merchant and will spend a night at the inn which is north of Anvil. After that, continue
die
east
doing
along the
this.
road. Speak with Ariel Gerard when you arrive. She will be, let's say, assisting you with your task. You will find her company most welcome, I believe.
These shadows are quite weird. But okay, this is all quite
Not
weird.
only has necromancy been banned from practice in the Mages Guild, but the guild won't deal with anyone who openly uses it.
Fair enough. It's not my line of research, but I
I'm
wouldn't be
so
opposed
happy
to
see
learning
you.
some.
I could burst. What's the latest?
Well, this is all very good, and now I have access to all of this. This is what I like.
I don't really
Yeah.
have any.
I keep forgetting your name. Augustus,
Interested in
yes.
learning
I
how
think
to
I said
use a
Augustine
blunt
once.
But I
Yeah,
understand
he's
what
very
you're
used to this setting and loves it.
His
But
3 sons dead, right
he's
under the
very
noses of the
apprehensive
Imperial
about the
Guard.
whole
It's a
idea
disgrace.
that he would
I
have
see.
to go up against
Goodbye.
another wizard
You
or
too.
so
What is
forth.
it, associate? I'm Felon Relis of the Mages Guild. I handle alchemy training for the Anvil chapter.
Ah, a fellow alchemist. Okay, great.
I
Tell me
can't
about the
imagine
guild.
how the average person gets by without our extra services. No spellcrafting and no enchanting? It must be awful.
Yeah, I have actually heard you squirrel that knowledge away, but rumors?
I don't know what Archmage Traven has against necromancy, but the first thing he did after taking over the Mages Guild was to ban its practice.
See, I quite like you, and it's not just
You
because
never
you're an
know
alchemist.
when you might need a good, strong potion.
Probably is.
Best to stock up now while
Yeah,
you
I'll buy some nightshade from you. I'll also buy some of these seeds.
Pleasure doing business with you.
I'll buy some of this.
You drive a hard bargain.
Can we even haggle? You do like me, probably because I'm an amazing alchemist. Okay, what could we get? Okay, I've seen better ingredients, but that was quite good. Okay,
What
now
is
we
it, associate?
have secured a place to sleep.
I
What
greet
else
you,
can you say?
Thorin, journeyman of the Mages Guild.
It's a pleasure.
Carahill supported Archmage Traven's appointment from the beginning, and I don't believe the rumors that she just wanted his job at this hall.
Okay.
I believe some people think of Anvil as a slow, sleepy place compared to eastern Cyrodil, but there's plenty of trouble up north to be found.
Fair enough.
The Mages Guild has made more than a few enemies since necromancy was banned.
Well, you ban a arcane art.
Goodbye.
No wonder. If you isolate and dismiss their magic.
Mark Gullit, Mages Guild Evoker, Advanced Instructor in the Arts of Destruction.
Destruction. Augustus knows a few basic destruction spells. But as I said, it's very intermittent.
Carahill's a good leader. She's been a staunch supporter of the Council of Mages for as long as I've known her. Carahill inherited the Anvil Mages Guild chapter from Hannibal Traven, the Archmage. She runs a clean hall, just like Traven did.
Well, I'm not that big a fan of her.
I don't know
actually.
what Archmage Traven has
Changed my
against
mind.
necromancy, but the first thing he did after taking over the Mages Guild was to ban its practice.
Yeah, so I've heard. Okay, they don't like necromancy. Great. At least they didn't ban alchemy. Is this where the... Oh. This is the library. Okay, sorry about that. I had a quick lunch break. Yeah, so these are the dorms. I had cheese and crackers, actually. And I have a nice cup of tea here. What does this door open? Beds! Aha! I knew this. See, look how luxurious this room is. This is probably the same as I would find in an inn, if not better. So, he's definitely made the right choice. And there are apples and sweet rolls. That will be my dinner, I suppose. All the perks of having a key, huh? That can open someone else's room. And it seems like there is a few helpful things that I hope they won't care that I'm using. My alchemical apparatuses are apprentice level. These are novice. Fundamentals of alchemy. I'll take that. I won't take everything in his room, but like I said, he does... If there's ever a way to save money, Augustus will use it. Ooh, not my style. Varieties of Daedra. Yeah, so it's very useful having this access to the Mages Guild. And he would eventually like to be able to go to the actual Arcane University. That would be amazing. And this is some more beds that I imagine I could use. There's a silver dagger. I have a silver dagger, so not too much use. Aqua silk robes. Ah. Well, don't mind me. Now, if you were wondering why it looks a little more prettier, my game, I'm running Cyrodil ENB, and I mentioned I had some other mods installed. They will come up eventually. A potion of restore. Oh, see, I love that sort of thing. And Origins of the Mages Guild. Yep, history in to Augustus history. Not entirely. Oh my goodness, and this is just free to take. I mean, this all seems a bit. I won't take that just because it seems a little too much. It's in a display case for a reason. I don't want to be kicked out of the Mages Guild just yet. But yeah, to Augustus history, well, it's written by the victor, and so he takes history with a massive grain of salt.
Any new books you've been reading?
Yeah. Oh,
I read
don't mind if I do, Mead. But yeah, he's well mannered and he knows certain stuff about society, but he's certainly not noble born. He's well. In the loosest sense, maybe, but yeah, his family had a small holding, and other than that, himself, no one would know about him.
Hello,
in the least.
How would
Hello.
you like to get my husband Gogan out of hot water?
Excuse me? What has he done?
Believe me, he'll need all the help he can get to worm his way out of this one. To think he'd fall for the gang's scheme. Ugh, I could kill him. I'm sorry. I'm rambling, and you look confused.
Yeah,
Let me explain.
definitely.
Have you heard about the little gang of harlots invading our town?
Harlots? No, go on.
The women in the gang use their wiles to lure men out to some remote location and rob them blind. It's been going on for some time now.
Oh,
The city guard
okay.
hasn't done very much about it, because frankly, the men who are robbed are so embarrassed they don't want to report it.
That's fair enough.
Take, for
being
example,
robbed by
that
two
good-for-nothing husband of
or
mine,
women.
Gogan. He cared more about their charms than my own.
Yep, that could lead to marriage issues, I
When
suppose.
Gogan was, with the women, they took something quite valuable from him. No, it's not what you're thinking. He was carrying. The ring belonged to my mother and has been in the family for generations. I'm willing to give you all the money I have to get it back. 100 gold.
Ooh.
Can you help us?
Can I handle some women? Yeah, I can, and that 100 gold is mine.
Thank you. I'm afraid I can't offer you much help.
Okay, where
but
are
I'll
they?
do what I can.
Where are
All I
they?
can tell you is that the best place to start is at the Flowing Bowl. It's a tavern located outside the city
I've
walls
been
near the
there,
waterfront.
I think.
Gogan may be able to give you more information beyond that.
Okay, I'll find your husband, get some
I saw
information.
Rufrius Venetius knock a man down with one punch. I wish he'd teach me a bit about hand-to-hand combat.
That is not my cup of tea.
I like it here. People are very friendly. Much nicer than in the Imperial
I'll keep
City.
that in mind. Okay. Now, yes,
The
I
Flowing
haven't told
Bowl
you.
attracts the
Okay, so
worst
we
and
will
perhaps
track
the
down this gang. To Augustus. Not Augustus. Augustus, yeah. Sorry.
Good to see you.
Yeah, to Augustus, what, dealing with a couple of women with some
May I help
knives
you?
or whatever. doesn't seem... He'll take that over a rogue magician any day. So yeah, he's gonna inquire about this further. This seems right up his alley. Okay, and we just suffered another crash. It should not happen that often, though, I don't think. Fingers crossed.
Can
but yeah,
I help you?
Augustus is definitely capable of dealing with a few women in a gang. Or at least he thinks he can.
I'm
What
Mainlord.
can you tell me?
I'm the twin in brown, remember?
Yeah, of course. I definitely knew that. Can I not tell you about the gang? I just assumed I could.
Farewell.
Oh, okay, I need to find her husband, I imagine. I wonder where he
Yes.
is. Well met. But yeah, I haven't actually told you or explained what Augustus's plan is. This is the first day he's here, and he's been bombarded with a lot of different quests or whatnot, but it's not why he's here, or neither is the Mages Guild or any of that. Like, he has a plan. Okay, they're not home. He does have a plan. He's,
Hello.
I mean, how does any new person in Cyrodil make money? And, well, it definitely involves the Imperial City, I'll say that much. Yeah, his plan is really quite, to him, logical. He's gonna make his money in the arena. And this gives him a great opportunity to show everyone the powers alchemy has. You know, there were many times in Daggerfall where people kind of turned their nose up at alchemy in favor of destruction or something like that. And so, to him, this is a great way to prove the strength of his arcane art. Although, it probably won't go super simple. And he has never killed anyone, so I'm not too sure what he's gonna make of that. Don't mind me, officer. I won't be stealing someone's pumpkins if that's what you think. But yeah, he's never killed anyone. I'm not sure if he's ready to handle that, but we'll see when we get to the arena. But yeah, to him, at the moment, well, honestly, he doesn't see too much of a difference between, say, killing a deer to eat and killing a human for money. If that makes sense to him, they're both acts of taking a life. And yeah, that he will have to cross when he gets to that bridge. Okay. What else is around this
I
town?
don't know you.
He doesn't want to
You
stay
don't-
too long, but he would like to
Good
find
day.
everything that there is to see before he goes off. You still haven't found your husband. Okay, well maybe her husband will meet me in the floaty float or whatever. That isn't even the name.
How are you?
I'm fine. I think what he
Hello.
will do is stay warm by the fire, and hopefully
Hi there.
find out what's happening. That sounds very good, and he may even read touch upon. And he may even touch upon the fundamentals of alchemy. Oh, he already had that book. Whoops. Anyway, yeah, he'll rest a little and read that book. Okay. It should be getting busy soon.
How are you?
Hopefully.
Hi there.
Been better.
Timothy LaRouche, late of the Black Dog, able seaman. I'll be staying ashore till my stash runs out, then it's off to sea once more.
That's certainly a choice. What can you tell me about this?
That
fella?
layabout? You can find him wasting time at the Count's Arms.
Okay. Who is he? I just
Farewell.
I've been better.
mention of him.
Have you heard any...
What can I do?
Rumors?
The Fighters Guild is recruiting again. Not a bad way to make some money if you've got the stones for it.
That I do not at this moment
Goodbye.
in time.
Nothing
What
I'd like to
is
talk
it?
about.
Good day. They call me Hall's Ropes Faster. Don't care.
I love the Algonian.
They can't pronounce my Black Marsh name anyway.
Yep. I like that name. Who's ropes faster? What can you tell me?
Rano is quite the swordsman. I've heard he'll train you for the right.
I don't think I need much training.
Have you heard
to be
any
honest.
word about the other provinces?
I know how to wield this.
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
But
Goodbye.
yeah, this might be a good chance to actually do some alchemy whilst we wait, because we do have some ingredients. For instance, we could do damage health potion or poison. What's dragon's time? Let's resist fire. Okay. Now, if we do another one, it doesn't increase the potency of it, which is kind of sad, because that's kind of weak sauce. But, should be fine, I think. Yeah, let's make a few of these poisons. We'll throw a... We'll use some of these seeds as well. And at least we have some poisons that we can rely on. What else would be useful? What could we make? I'm not sure. Is there any restore magicka? We can make one restore magicka potion. But that's it. Okay. At least we have some poisons. And we've got paralyzed. That's certainly good. And we have, well, yeah, damage health, 3 points. Could be better, but that's what we've got.
Hello.
What's it now?
Yeah, he was just brewing some potions in
Go
the
ahead.
inn. Not
Hi
weird
there.
at all. But like I
Hello.
said, he's not
Anyone
super
looking for work
socially
should
there.
consider the Fighters
Like
Guild.
Annette, he's not super good
My
socially.
children are starving. Please help.
Like any intellectual can quite bad socially, but he knows his way about. Okay, blasts. This guy is home. At least he's unlocked the door. Okay, now Gogan, let me
What do you
speak
want?
with you. It's about your lady problems.
See, my wife couldn't keep a
Yep.
big mouth shut.
I suppose she couldn't.
Yes, it's true. I lost the family ring to those sirens. I'm ashamed about the whole incident, but not ashamed enough to ask for your help.
Listen,
I was sitting
you
in the
didn't ask
flowing
me
bowl
for your help.
when the most
wife
fetching
has.
Nord woman you've ever seen walked in with an equally attractive Imperial woman following.
Imperial, you say?
After we exchanged words,
Very
I followed them out to
interesting.
a farmhouse. Inside, they asked me
Okay,
to remove
farmhouse?
my clothes and items.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did. And then suddenly they brandished weapons and robbed me. They sent me away with barely a stitch of clothing. Harlots. Just please, help me get that ring
Oh,
back. I
now
want to
you're
save
asking for
what's
my
left
help.
of
Well,
my
I
marriage.
see. Okay. Well, like I said, I think I can handle a group of women. Bandits, if you can even use that word. So, yeah, okay.
Sorry, I'm new in town. Don't know a soul.
Well, okay.
I'm merely a man.
Except
How
those
could I
ladies who
resist?
robbed you. You know
What
that?
a mess up.
Okay. So it seems. Okay, so now I can visit the inn. And he might as well eat some food as well.
How go?
Like, I don't have a mod for food, but, you know, you would be getting kind of hungry, I imagine. So he can eat a bread loaf.
How goes it?
Eat some bread.
What
And
is
now
it
we will
now?
talk about what is going on with this
Welcome
game.
to the Flowing Bowl. I'm Mainlawn.
I think I've heard that shtick before. Now tell
Yes. I've noticed some of them in my establishment. They don't break the law while they're here, so there's nothing I can do. If you wait around long enough, I'm sure they'll show up.
me. Alright. I will wait in this establishment. And
I haven't seen you here before. Aw, and you're all alone, too.
Well.
How sad.
I have just got here, so I
Well.
would be alone.
If you're up to it, I think we can solve that little problem. You see, me and Faustina here are lonely,
Faustina the
too.
Imperial?
And we've been
I
looking
see.
for someone. You look like just what we need. I'll tell you what. We have a cozy farmhouse not
This
far from
woman's
here
hitting
where we
on me.
could
Wait, did you say farmhouse?
well, get to know each other
I'm
much
pretty
better.
sure he warned me about a
I'll mark it
particular
down on your
farmhouse.
map just so you won't
Okay,
forget
thank
where to
you,
find
but-
us. Meet us there around 11 o'clock. I
Okay,
can promise
11.
you a night of fun you won't soon forget.
And when you say night of fun, you mean...
Do I really have to spell it out for you? You're a man, and I'm a woman with a certain desire.
Okay,
You
I can
figure
get
out
behind
the
that.
rest.
That sounds good to Augustus,
Greetings.
Suddenly.
Can't wait to see you later.
particularly
Don't
Faustina.
keep us waiting.
Nope, I won't.
Hope you're not planning to get much sleep.
Oh my goodness, this is all a bit too much for Augustus. I always step out a bit. Okay, that got heated real quick. And he might want to cool off a bit. And maybe... Oh. Ah. Very cool. Yeah, that was intense. And now he's hiding behind a rock. Okay, shit. He needs to think. Where did they mark the thing on his map? Okay, that's the farm. It's outside, quite a bit outside of Anvil. He hasn't even been out of Anvil and it's already getting late. But, I mean, sure they fit the description to a T, but there could be a chance that they just want a night of fun, right? Oh my. Well, to Augustus, they certainly fit the bill. But he's been on a ship full of gross sailors for quite some time now, so that proposition definitely was cool and interesting to him. However, he is putting that aside, and there's a good chance they may try to rob him. But if that occurs after the night of fun, what's the issue? So it is 8. Okay, it's 8 now. I haven't even been outside. Okay, we'll go
How are
outside.
Enelroth, Morvane's apprentice.
Nice to meet you.
Varel Morvane's been a good master. I like the town and the people. No reason why I wouldn't want to be here for many years. Just like the master.
Okay. Yeah, okay, we can go there now. Everyone likes an early bird, as they say. And we are not too sure how things will go, but like I said, it's a good thing we brewed some potions. I imagine I could prepare one of my blades in case I need. Oh, this is quite a good one. And mine are worth so little. Okay, maybe. Yeah, if I get there early enough, I could prepare a blade.
Hi there. Astia Inventius, wife of the woodsman Pinarus Inventius.
Was he just at the gate?
Always out hunting. Anything to avoid doing a little work around the house.
Okay, well, I've got a date
Goodbye.
with 2 fetching women, so excuse me. Augustus, what have you gotten yourself into? Okay, this is a farm. I guess I need to go round here then, in this wilderness. Hopefully things will go right. There's still a bit of light out. Okay. So yeah, I've a little bit about why I've decided to play Oblivion again. Like I said, it's been many years, and there's certain quests I would like to do, but I had planned on starting this playthrough before I went away to Norway. I didn't get the chance. I didn't get to mod it though. So I got it ready to play, but I didn't have the time. That looks spooky as hell. And so I got back 2 days ago, and here I am playing. Norway was amazing. We notably hired a cabin for the weekend and had to climb up some mountains to get to it, and it was such a long walk in the snow, a blizzard and stuff. And so yeah, I can definitely appreciate this walking and the wilderness now. I have such a bigger appreciation for that sort of stuff, because we were really out in the middle of nowhere, and yeah, in a certain sense you do feel really vulnerable at times. But to be fair, it's only the city's only there, and the farm is right here. So actually, we might have left a little too early. We definitely have some time left. We don't want to look too eager now, do we? So maybe if we perch up around some trees in the forest, and maybe okay, I have no clothes. Maybe I could put on some nice clothes. These silk robes I stole, how do these look? Or these are definitely fancier, but I'm not a big fan, although maybe they would like it, so maybe we go with that. Okay, yep, we only have a silver dagger, and that's it. Okay, if things go wrong, I guess... Okay, no, that's for the mage. I guess we can use... I guess we could paralyze her, but that's a good potion. Maybe I need it for the arena. And there's 2, so... Okay, we will use this, and let's hope nothing bad happens. Or we could calm them. Maybe we can try calming them. Or I'll have a summon skeleton, actually. But again, listen. Maybe they're overreacting, and maybe it's just a night of fun. So, who knows? Anyway, I guess we have nothing but to wait an hour. And if the stars... There's no stars, so let's assume we know it's 11. A little early never hurt anyone, I suppose. Okay, so we'll just come up here. For a farm, it has no crops. Okay. Okay. I've already done that. Okay. I'll take your plants, though. Okay, Augustus, here goes nothing.
I see you took us up on our offer.
I did.
Good. I'm glad to see you. Sydney will be along shortly. I'm sure we can find something to do while we wait.
This is crazy.
Now, we can't have you standing there all uncomfortable in all those clothes.
If this is what Cyrodil
Why don't you
is
take
like
everything
all
off
the way,
and place it
all
there
the time,
on the table?
then Augustus has found the right place. But he is not going to take off his clothes or weapons.
What? What are you talking about? Don't you want to have fun?
Yeah.
Come on, don't
But I'm
be
pretty
shy.
sure you're going to rob me.
Or are you here for something else?
Okay, well, I am after
Damn,
the
I
ring.
knew it. You're
Wait.
working for the city guard, aren't you?
Not necessarily.
I didn't think they would be stupid enough to send someone alone. But so be it.
I don't like the sound of that.
I should have known after I fenced that stupid ring and discovered it was a fake. Worthless. All part of the guard's plan, I suppose.
What?
Okay, girls.
No,
we
no.
got someone who doesn't want to cooperate.
No, don't. Shoot. Yeah, I got a poison dagger. Oh my goodness.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic one.
Okay, do I have a potion? He is not a fighter. He's not a fighter. Okay, I've got a potion of healing, and I guess I will use one of my damage health. Aha! Oh my goodness.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Okay, someone's dead. Someone did die. I have poisoned her. My alchemy is not that bad. I will throw some more poison about. Little bit of backup, please. Okay, this is getting out of hand. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, yep, that's kind of an apt description. Oh.
We had a feeling
hey,
you'd be
hold on.
surprised when you saw us in our real uniforms. I see you have a puzzled look on your face. Ask away.
Your
Gogan and I
guards?
are really members of the Anvil City Watch. I suppose you could say we work undercover. We've been trying to foil Faustina's gang for months now. Every time we tried to interview a man who was lured there, they refused to talk.
You're
The
definitely
women in the
good.
gang picked married men to seduce
Axes.
for just that reason. It was decided the only way to stop this gang was to send in a stranger. You fit the bill perfectly.
I don't
It's a
think
shame
I
they
like
had to end in so
being
much
manipulated
violence.
like that.
But someone was bound to get hurt sooner or later.
What about Faustina?
We'll clean up the mess. Don't concern yourself about it. I'm sure you had no choice. If you ever find
I guess
yourself
you
back
could
in
say that.
Anvil, stop by any time and say hello. Oh, and please say nothing to anyone about our true identities.
Sure thing.
You've
what
done
about
well.
the reward?
And here's the reward that I promised.
Oh, that's way more than... Wow. I
Don't
guess
spend
we...
all the money from the reward in one place.
No, I won't. But, so they've got some gold. I guess I will make myself scarce. Don't mind me. I'm just getting this cheap wine.
Got a lot to do here. We can talk later in Anvil.
Maybe some strawberries. This is all really quite much, I will say. I won't undress them. He's just taking all the wine.
Got a lot to...
I'm just gonna check down here. Let me just see. Okay. I like it. Some sweet rolls, grapes. At least there's some food. that I don't have to buy. And some shirts. Okay. Some garlic. That could be quite useful. Believe they have some medicinal purposes. It's quite the good book. Varro's shirt. What the heck? Oh! What's it? Oh my goodness. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Oh! Ernest's fancy pants. Oh my goodness, let me see his clothing. Who is Ernest? Oh no. Are there any shoes? Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff. Love letter. I can't wait to see you tonight. My every day is spent thinking about when we will next meet together. Soon we will be married and we can be together forever. Your true love. Oh my... This is hilarious. What the heck? Okay. I have stumbled upon the jackpot. I am surprised they haven't fenced all of this. This is bad. Because I'm sure what's in there is good. But is there no lockpick? Am I gonna have to go back into town, get the lock? Okay, we can do that before I leave. This is embarrassing. I hope the cops don't get there first. And I hope they... Okay, I'm gonna smuggle this out. I will put on my clothes again. Yep, hopefully they don't ask me what I found down here. It will be fine. I am very hurt though. This is all a bit much.
Little busy right now. Got you.
Yeah.
Little busy right. Sorry we had to fool you like that, but it was the only way to get someone in close enough to stop Faustina's gang.
Well,
I would have done it myself, but well, okay. I fell for their trick. Thought I'd get lucky. Turns out they don't do anything. They just rob you.
Oh, okay.
Let's keep that between us, please.
Okay, now I don't feel too bad. I cut the night of fun short then.
Sorry, can't talk right now.
Whoa, I was not expecting that. Okay, I should try and find a lockpick quickly. Sooner than later. It's a good thing I knew how to summon that skeleton. It definitely made that fight a lot easier, and I fear I may have died without it. But my alchemy did prove somewhat useful. I did poison them quite a bit, and a potion did save me. I feel I need some good rest, and maybe a few more of those potions. Okay, I imagine that's the castle. Maybe in the morning we'll look at the castle. Oh, and we have some Primrose. Not Primrose Hill in London, but close enough. Oh my goodness. At least it's night time, and I suppose no one's gonna be looking at a weird, strange Imperial stealing all the flowers. Is this another Nern route? Oh, I'm getting lucky today. Okay, let's go into the Damn Mages Guild. And I don't know,
Evening.
I suppose this is where alchemy fails me, because I won't be able to lockpick with a potion. However, a spell might be useful. Maybe I could acquire that in the Mages Guild. That could be useful. Yes, maybe. Because I don't think he has much experience with lockpicking, to be perfectly honest. But this has been a rather somewhat productive night. I got quite a bit of money from that. We're up to 1,000 gold. So if this continues, I think we'll be in business.
I hope
buy
Only
spell.
quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you
Open
in?
easy lock. Okay, this could be a good investment then. I will buy it. I will haggle off of you though. I am a guild member, you know, and you do apparently like me somewhat. So what do you say about giving that to me for, I'm not even sure if I made that cheaper, and summon scamp. I mean, that looks nice. Is a scamp even a good better than a skeleton? Probably. Leech health, that looks good. I wish I had a leech magic. That does really interest him. But will I be able to even cast it? I believe maybe I could. It might be beyond me though. And remote manipulation. So many spells, not enough money. Absorb Magicka. 10 points on touch. And it cost 18. I don't see a big benefit for that. Yeah. I suppose that's useless, to be honest. Absorb health. That might be useful, but it's only 5 points, so maybe not. This at least gives me 10 points, but of course costs a lot more, and yeah, so what to do? Maybe we got what we wanted. We can rush back now, and hopefully there'll be something good, but it's so tiring, and maybe the guards will take it otherwise. Augustus definitely likes his money. So much so that it's like midnight and he's running back to the farm. But yeah, at least, if he can't cast it, that will be sad times indeed. Very sad. This is such sad days. What's my alteration? Not good, I do not think. Yep, because it's 10. Whoops. I can't make a potion that will improve it, can I? Okay, well, we will have to somehow improve this. Maybe someone could teach me in the guild. This is getting expensive. Okay. At least we realized we can't do that now.
I hope I can.
Could you teach me by any chance? No, you can't. Well, balls.
Good day.
I'm gonna go to bed then and drink this cheap wine.
A pleasure to.
We will discuss this later, but isn't that my bed? Okay, I won't sleep like that. I knew this was a room for an alchemist. I knew it. Okay, fine. Enjoy your nice room. I mean, to be fair, I did just arrive and join this guild, but I should at least expect a little. Okay, dibs on the double. I'll see you in the morning, fellas.